Let's go to Harold in Rochester next. What's up, Harold?
Hello. As far as what I'm most encouraged by, the defensive line, and I was able to go to a couple of training camp practices, and Coach West really has those guys ready to go. My question for you guys, though, is I think Siran Neal brought a lot of extra abilities to the team by being able to cover kicks on the punts as a gunner. And are Jamarcus Ingram or Daquan Hardy or Cam Lewis maybe be able to do that? And one last question for you is on the center position. If McGovern or Edwards happen to go down and McGovern would have to move to right guard, who's going to or who would have to go into guard, who would come in at center? Is it looking like Anderson or Cedric Van Granger might be able to move in there to play center?
Well, at this point, I think the first guy at center probably would be Will Clapp. I'm not certain about that. Or
I mean, based on how it's gone in the preseason, we have not seen Clapp there. It's been mainly Alec Anderson and Cedric Van Granger after McGovern's done for the night. Now, that might be a byproduct of there's enough tape out there on Will Clapp having been in the league that they know what he's capable of at center, and it's more valuable for them to give the reps to the younger players in Anderson and Van Granger. It's hard to know what the exact MO is of the coaching staff, but we saw that again on Saturday night. And I think it's not a put-to-bed competition just yet. I think a lot will come down to what happens on Saturday when Anderson and Van Granger get a ton of time and probably split the game at the center position. So it's something that certainly bears watching, and I don't know that we have a definitive answer yet. And then with respect to the gunner position, Jamarcus Ingram has been out there, Cam Lewis has been out there, so too has Kyer Elam. So those are candidates. Another guy that's been out there, Tyrell Shavers. So I think that too. I think Cam Lewis is a lock to be a gunner because he just does so many things well, and he was Siran Neal's running mate last year. I expect him to be out there. It's who's going to man the other gunner spot, and I think those three guys are all candidates. I think this third preseason game will tell us a lot about who wins that other job. I don't think it's set in stone yet either.
Yeah, and you're right. Siran Neal was an elite athlete, and that's why he was so good at it. And
he's in Miami,
but he's someplace else. So you got to find him, fill that void. But that's a major special teams void. And you lost
Tyler Matakevich,
Tyrell
Dodson,
and Dodson. Yeah, so the special teams are really going to be revamped this year, and that is the real opportunity. And I don't even know that anybody's communicated that to these young guys. It seems like somebody has because they're all playing really well out there. But those are the roster spots that are really the ones up for grabs that nobody really talks about.
Yeah.
Certainly you got to play defensive end or linebacker or wide receiver and be good at it. But if you can play teams and play them well, they're willing to wait on you to get better at the other position.
Break time.